So we talk about creating empathy in our students a lot, but travel doesn't lead people to become more empathetic by itself. It happens when travel is used as an opportunity to understand others' perspectives and viewpoints. In each discussion, we have the opportunity to help students better understand themselves, each other, and the members of the community they're visiting. There are 3 types of discussion guides in your Program Leader Guidebook. There's service, conservation, and global studies. They're all different, but there's a lot of overlap between them. Global studies is probably the broadest one, though I bet that community service is the one that most program leaders use because most programs at Rustic Pathways have some sort of service on them. Each discussion guide shows you how to facilitate an opening discussion, a debrief discussion, a closing discussion, and rustic ties. These are the mandatory discussions that need to happen on every program. And rather than focusing heavily on one topic or specific content, our discussion guides are much more geared towards reflection and processing. They're not meant to be seen by students. They're just a guide for you as a program leader. And program leaders who try to follow them word for word are not usually successful. They're really meant to give you just some starting points, some suggestions for questions that you might use with students, but you'll have to do a fair share of planning to make sure that they're right for your program. The opening discussion is key in setting the tone you want to maintain for the rest of your program. Because it happens at the beginning of the program, students are often nervous and the group dynamics are just starting to take shape. This is your chance to get students thinking about the experience they're going to have by providing an overview of the program. It's your chance to start to explore the perspectives and assumptions that students are bringing to the program, to set personal goals and also group goals. When it's done well, the opening discussion creates the foundation for students to be able to notice the growth they experience over the course of the program. Effective program leaders are able to push students to think deeply about the meaning of an experience. The debrief discussion helps make sense of one particularly impactful experience during the middle of the program. Whether that's an important service experience or hiking a huge waterfall, the discussion should help students process what they did, how it made them feel, and what it makes them want to do for the rest of the program and after they get home. It is our hope that the impact of a Rustic Pathways experience doesn't end when a student steps off the plane back at home. The closing discussion is your chance as a program leader to help students take the growth and change that has occurred on the program and turn it into action once they're back at home. You really need to give Rustic Ties the time and attention it deserves. Students remember the beginning of their experience and the end of their programs really clearly. Rustic Ties is the emotional culmination of the trip. It's a hallmark of the Rustic Pathways travel experience. It's completed at the end of the program, after the closing discussion, and it really serves as a way of capturing emotions that students have felt during the trip. It can quite literally be the difference between students coming home kind of disappointed or coming home fired up and excited. Think about how powerful it is that all around the world, in the same day, every week on the last day of the program, hundreds of students are doing Rustic Ties. It's part of what makes Rustic rustic, and it gives the students something to take home with them, so that when someone asks them about that tie, that bracelet, they can share something from their experience.